activities that we can do that take part of self-care, where we are prioritizing our needs and being able to check in with our needs, right? And so when we think about building a self-care plan, I think one of the first steps is assessing what those current needs are, right? So being able to evaluate your daily stressors, daily routine, areas of joy that you see in your life, where you might be lacking in self-care. What are some of those areas, right? And there's different ways that you can assess for that. So one of the things that I've talked about before is a self-care assessment. This is a helpful go-to if you feel a little lost in terms of how you're assessing for those things, right? I mean, if you're in therapy, you can certainly talk to your therapist about how to assess for self-care, and your therapist should be able to walk you through that. Great way of really breaking down the different avenues of where you need to be assessing that self-care. And so these sort of different pillars that you're going to be assessing are going to involve your physical self-care. So things like eating healthy foods, taking care of personal hygiene, exercise, eating regularly, getting enough sleep, resting when you're feeling sick, going to preventative medical appointments. That's the first kind of piece to this, right? Assessing that physical self-care. The next part is going to be the psychological, emotional self-care, right? So being able to take time off from work or school or other obligations, participating in hobbies, getting away from distractions, learning new things unrelated to work or school. Like I know part of my job is, as a therapist, I'm constantly learning and reading new things and different ways to help people and just sort of learn my own style as a therapist, right? But outside of that, right? Like what are some of those things that you want to be able to learn out of work or school?